Welcome to FORCE Kite and Wake, everybody. What I have in front of me is the Jaime. We're going to talk about this board here in a little bit. Super excited because Jaime was my first board. Also, I learned how to kiteboard by the person Jaime. And that is the production manager at Duotone right now for the last 20 years. His name is Jaime Herraiz. And also that guy told me how to stay upwind 20 years ago in Greece. So what's good about this board is probably one of the most famous kiteboards out there. Obviously it's been out for a while. One of my favorite twin tips for sure. What makes Jaime different than most boards out there is a few things. How it's manufactured and also the love in the R&D that Jaime put on the CNC bottom. So with how is this board manufactured? It's very different. It comes out of an Austrian company that it's tool normally to manufacture snowboards, and Duotone got the plug-in and they're doing their twin tips there. So what's the big deal? Austria, China, Vietnam, wherever boards are made. It's different because when you manufacture a kiteboard using a snowboarding press, so imagine that's a press that just squeezes all this different types of materials together. So the snowboarding press allows that compression to get up to almost 100 tons. So when you squeeze all this material with almost 100 tons, you have different characteristic of what's coming out of this press. So this is the non-carbon version of the Jaime. It just has actually carbon webbing on the bottom, and Duotone is using Apollonia wood, which is the lightest and also the one that springs the most. And in that process, they squeeze that with that snowboarding press, so the board becomes lighter than most twin tips, and actually has this positive flex that it feels really springy in the water when you're landing. It feels lively. We just weighed the board. It's a little bit over 5 pounds, and that is 136 Jaime, so that's very impressive weight for this deck. We're going to talk a little bit about it. Let's start with the rocker. It's a medium rocker, so it's not going to go crazy. You're not going to go crazy on the rocker. It's right in the middle, not too high, not too low. So still the board is going to feel lively and turny because, as you can see, it has quite a bit in it. Also, it's not on the crazy side where you see the wake style boards that are really rockered in, and just right in the middle. The CNC on the bottom basically goes right in the middle into double concave. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but basically why this thing is here, simply to smooth the landings on those jumps. Anytime when you land, that double concave will disperse the water. It's not going to feel that landing kind of bum and skatey, like slippery feeling. It's going to feel softer, and the double concave is going to CNC tip and tail, and what that CNC tip and tail simply is going to channel the water away from the fins. So you know you're going to feel like the fins are having less drag, and just from the double concave, is just the water is going to exit towards the tip and the tail of the board. Light, simple, you can't go wrong with a Jaime. As I said, 20 years ago I wrote a Jaime, and I'm a fan. So thank you so much for tuning up. It's the board, it's not the rider, it's the rider, not the board. So most importantly, get in the water. I'm strongly believer of investing a little bit more money on the twin tip side, simply because a good twin tip should last many years, and it's not worth the $100–200 savings for the longevity of this product. Cool. Right with Force, and see you guys next time.